Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, your money just disappears? That is not an illusion. It is not an imagination. It is real. There are three silent thieves that keep stealing your financial wealth every day. And until you stop them, they will keep stealing your wealth. And if you don't stop them, you may end up being financially broke. Quickly, let me explain these three thieves. I will start with number one. Number one criminal, number one thief that you must try as much as you can to catch, to apprehend, to stop is what? Uncontrolled expenses. The first thief is uncontrolled expenses. Small expenses, they may look harmless. Ab initio, from the beginning, they look harmless. You know, a little snacks, a little this, a little that. By the time you aggregate it, it is large. Let me share an example with you. Now, let me use the example of subscription. There are some subscriptions that you don't necessarily need, especially those subscriptions that are not adding value to you, or are they are against your faith, or they against your belief, or they may be injurious to your children. You may have outgrown it, but your children may. So those such subscriptions, do not subscribe to them. Keep the money. Keep the money. Another thing again is unsolicited expenses. Like, for example, there is a wedding coming up in Africa. In this part of the world, we have burials, we have weddings, we celebrate. I am not saying you shouldn't celebrate. I'm not saying you shouldn't rejoice. You should always rejoice with men. You should always celebrate with men that are celebrating, that are rejoicing. But let it not become your culture. Let it not become your habit that once there is a wedding, you must put on a uniform. When there is a burial, you must put on a uniform. When there is an activity, you must put on a uniform. There can be one-off, but let it not be a consistent thing. Otherwise, you are throwing away your money. So you should be able to refrain from so much spendings that are triggered by you want to belong or you want to be like them. These unsolicited spendings, this uncontrolled spendings is number one criminal that is draining your pockets. If you check at the end of the month or at the end of the year, 30%, if not up to 40% of your money has gone to uncontrolled expenses. You want to be like them. You want to shop like them. You want to put on the clothes they put on. Or you just come out, someone say, like those days we work, they said, buy now, pay later. They can spread it 10 months, or they spread it 10 times. You begin to pay. You don't need it. Anything that does not need to do with life, you don't need it. You can always live beyond that. Now, here is the number two silent thief that you need to catch. His name is called bad debts. Bad debts are credit cards, payday loans, high interest borrowings. You need to stop them as soon as you can, especially when you take loans from the bank and you do not put them into an asset generating income. It automatically from ab initio, it has gone bad. So once you take a loan, once you take a credit, if you must take, you must put it in an asset generating, a revenue generating investment. Otherwise, instantly it has gone bad, because you will not be able to get back to payback. So you need to ensure as much as you can to reduce your exposure to bad debt as much as you can. If you must collect loan, let it be in an asset generating fund. Otherwise, you will end up working for the bank, because the bank will come knocking. Those that you are owing, they will come knocking. Otherwise, they will want you to file in for bankruptcy, and they can pick up whatsoever you have, and you may not like it. And even if you have it, getting it back subsequent times will become as if you are paying 2 times to recover that which originally belonged to you. Maybe you give them your car, maybe you give them your land, maybe you give them some property, maybe you give them some investments in exchange for that. Then by the time you need it again, you won't get it at that same value that you initially gave it to them. So bad debt is number two. You need to take care of it. Now, this is the third person who is silently stealing your money, the money you have in your bank, the money you are working hard for. His name is lack of investing. What is investing? Investing is the allocation of mostly cash into resources that are income generating over a specified period of time. So when you leave your money in a particular place, you are not sending it on an errand. The money stays there, and because it is staying there, inflation is gradually eating it, and you are losing your resources. They tell you to put your money in stock. You say, no, I don't trust this country. I don't trust this stock market. It can crash. It can crash. Let me tell you, market correction comes every now and then. That is this own cycle. Every business has their cycle. Now they say take it to real estate. You say no, I don't want the issue of land disputes, the owners of the land, the boycotts and all that. You say you don't want your money. Now they say put it in cryptocurrency. You say no, it is so volatile. I am 50, I am 60, I don't want to lose. I will leave it to the youth. So where do you belong? You are not investing, you are losing your money. They are stealing your money. All you just need to do is for you to look for a professional that will guide you. You must invest your money so that it will return something back to you. Leaving your money in the savings account, saving is great, but investing is far better off. So when you leave your money in the savings account, or you put it in a vault and you lock it in your room, wherever it is not helping matters. You need to send your money on an errand, otherwise you are silently losing money, and by the time you check it, you assume that you have $10,000. Trust me, you have lost over 2% because of inflation. And if you are in Nigeria, you have lost over 22% because of inflation. In Ghana, you have lost over 13% because there is inflation. If you are in South Africa, you have lost over 2% because inflation is gradually stealing it and you are not investing it. So enemy number 3, the third thief you need to catch, you need to apprehend to avoid you losing out, is lack of investing. Here are 3 recommended solutions how you can be able to deter economic criminals that come to steal your money silently. The first financial security apparatus you should establish is budget. When you have a budget, you can be able to track how much comes in and how much goes out. If you need this thing, if you don't need it, whether you have alternatives, whether there are options, whether it is necessary, you have your budget, you can be able to assess how much comes in within 30 days, how much goes out within 30 days. Why did I get this? Why didn't I get this? If there are leftovers, are there alternatives? Are there other resources? Are there other options that I can be able to explore? When you have a budget, it's a financial security apparatus that will help to curtail and to limit unguided expenses. Number 2 solution is credit repayment. Not all facilities, not all loans were originally bad, but as soon as it is wrongly administered or not well probably directed, it goes bad, especially if it is not for asset generating. If this purpose of you collecting it was not used for income generating, then it becomes bad debt, because the banks will keep coming for their money, and if you delay in paying, it will begin to compound. Compound is a two-way sword. It's either giving you or it's taking. So you must try as much as you can to pay, and you should be aggressive in the repayment. So this is number 2 solution. Otherwise, you'll discover that your money is always missing. You go to your bank account, your money seems not to be entering. It seems as if it is floating out. Here is solution number 3. Start small, but start now. Listen, whether it be the stock market, whether it be the real estate, whether it is a side hustle, whether it is partnership, let your money work for you. The earlier you plant that financial tree, the faster your financial tree grows, and the bigger your financial tree becomes. Start now. And if you have found today's training helpful, we appreciate that, and we want you to do something for us. Today is actually day 33 of our 35-day wealth rescue series. We have come a long way. We want you to go back. If you are seeing our video, our channel for the first time, follow us from day 1 so that you can be able to appreciate where we are coming from. Our intention is to teach us those little things that we know and we are not applying, or we may not even know. We want you to subscribe. We want you to like. We want you to share. We want you to comment. We love your comment. We respect your comment. We value your comment. We want you to beckon on your friends to come along. We are making headway. God bless you. See you at the top. Remain at the top. Bye.